You may have noticed that we're doing fewer episodes this week. That's because Anthony is gone right now. He's on his honeymoon. He just got married. Oh, congratulations to Anthony. Which means he's out of town and we have to do fewer of these. We'll be back with 3 episodes a week as normal very soon. But in the meantime, bear with us. Just 2 episodes a week, but we'll be back soon. I shopped for a wife birthday card for the first time this year. That was a little different. Yeah. Got to go to the for wife
because they're not
section.
As funny.
They're definitely not as funny. Although then there's the ones that are like making fun of how long we've been married and how there's lack of love in our life. Oh, isn't that hilarious?
The future looks bright, everybody. Welcome to We Have Concerns. Hi, Jeff Cannata.
Hi, Anthony Carboni.
Hello, concerned citizens. You know, I don't think we fuck with nature enough.
Well, that is definitely true. Let's fuck with nature more.
Why aren't we just fucking with nature as much as we can?
Poke it.
Yeah.
Prod it.
Walk right up to the nature and smack it and see what it does.
See what happens.
What are you going to do, nature?
Probably eat me.
I don't know. It could be anything. Eat me, poison me, destroy me. There are a lot of reasons why we don't fuck with nature. But we should fuck with nature more.
I think we would be remiss not to.
I got a story sent into the subreddit. That's wehaveconcerns.reddit.com by A.W. Saba or Awsaba.
Awsaba. That's got to be Awsaba.
That's like an Ewok telling you did good.
Awsaba
solo. But he sent this in, and it is about some Italian scientists that have figured out a way to get spiders to create silk that's reinforced with carbon nanotubes and graphene.
What?
The strongest material. Spider silk already has a very high tensile strength.
It is one of the strongest natural things found.
Yeah, there are a few ways to like measure how something is strong, and spider webs are pretty strong in like a stretchy tensile way. Mm-hmm. Obviously, carbon nanotubes and graphene are the strong stuff of the future.
Right.
So how did they get these spiders to weave silk that's basically, I don't know, bulletproof vests?
A series of negotiations?
Yeah. They basically sat down with the spiders.
All right, what's it going to take for me to get you to use our materials?
It just comes out of me, man. I don't know how it happens.
Right. And we want this to go into you. And I just think you could go so much farther using our materials. Now, listen, you put a lot out into the world. We love that. We respect it.
I mostly eat bugs.
Right.
Bugs. And then the silk comes out.
So you're saying if we gave you way more bugs, you maybe you don't have to search for them yourself. We provide the bugs. Maybe you use our materials.
I don't think you understand how this works. Also,
you're a very tough negotiator. I respect that.
It's not so much that I'm a tough negotiator. It's just, for somebody who has the ability to talk to animals, you're not very bright.
Hey, I didn't go to animal lawyering school.
Yeah, I didn't. Period.
I actually did not go to animal lawyering
school. I did not, because that does not exist. So what they basically did, you would think that they were maybe genetically modifying the spiders. They were maybe doing something where they were placing some sort of materials inside the spider. Nah, here's what they did. They basically gave the spiders a glass of water with carbon nanotubes in it and said, drink up, spiders.
They put carbon nanotubes in water, and then the spiders... First of all, spiders drink water?
Yeah, dude, of course they do.
Okay. And they just had no problem drinking nanotube water?
Yeah, no, I don't think you can taste... Well, they say you can't taste the difference.
Yeah, is that so?
Yeah. It's it's not so much like a vitamin water. It's
you feel
more
the
like
difference in the poops, though.
I bet you do. Especially, because carbon nanotubes are small, but so are spiders.
You know how many...
you and I eat a carbon nanotube, we're fine.
You know how many porcelain toilets I've broken after drinking nanotube water?
But this seems crazy.
It's like a bullet.
Because, so what they basically did was they sprayed down the spider's habitat with water that contained carbon nanotubes and graphene particles, okay? Uh-huh. And then afterwards, they measured the strength of the spider's silk, and they were like, oh yeah, this is way stronger. This has definitely got some of this material into it. And so they were like, well, how did that happen? How did it happen? And so you would think maybe the spiders are just covered in it, and so as the silk is exiting their bodies, it's getting covered in some of the carbon that's covering them. But that would just be butt carbon. Like, you can't get the carbon from the rest of the body. It's just the butt carbon.
Yeah, and you use that up so quickly.
You run out of butt carbon so fast.
Yeah.
I have
Need
to
some of that
imagine.
face carbon, leg carbon.
Yeah, based on how quickly you ruin a single sheet of toilet paper, like a single square.
Yeah.
I would have to say you're going to run out of butt carbon pretty quick. You know,
Yeah.
2 or 3 squares and you're out.
I think that you just start excreting your silky web.
Yeah.
You get that first bit has a lot of butt carbon on it.
Sure.
And then, diminishing returns.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and the scientists were thinking this as well. So they ran a simulation. They created a molecule in a computer and they were like, okay, well, if a spider ingested this and it came out and this was happening, what would the molecule look like? And it looked like the molecule of the silk that was coming out of the spider. So they were like, it's literally just drinking stuff
And putting it into its webs.
and pushing it out because it's in its body.
So, could we just make spider silk with all kinds of cool stuff? Like, if you gave him a bunch of sugar water, would we have like candy webs?
Candy floss.
I want candy webs.
An all natural like cotton candy.
Yeah.
Because it's basically cotton candy.
It is.
It's the creepiest cotton candy. Spider cotton candy is like from the Beetlejuice cartoon or like the Addams Family or something.
Have you ever walked through a spider web and just on your face and just like, ugh.
And you're like, but if this tasted like cotton candy
yeah, everybody's happy. We all win.
and covered in spiders. Everybody's happy and covered in spiders.
Oh, it's delicious and terrifying.
That's the future I dream of for our children.
What if we have them drink water with little bits of rubber in it, and all of a sudden we have like bouncy webs.
Whoa.
You can like throw a ball at a web and it just bounces
You just
right back
like ball
at
up. You just ball up a web,
Yeah.
and you've got a rubber ball. I don't know this. I have a lot of questions. Like, because could you just now you can just make a web that's anything?
Make a web any size.
Anything, any material, any web you basically want. We can do it. Spider webs.
I think that would be amazing. What if they just put whatever comes in, they just put it right into the web, baby.
Bullet webs.
There you go.
Dangerous bullet
Laser webs.
Laser webs. You just make them eat a laser. That's not how that works.
I don't think that's how that
That's
works.
not how lasers happen. But it could be
Why not?
with enough research.
Let's test that.
So yeah, I guess all it takes, if I ate something, would it
Yeah.
become part of like,
well, it's part of
that's like asparagus pea. It's
Yeah.
the spider version of asparagus pea, right?
Well, but here's the thing that's kind of blowing my mind. I never thought of a spider web as an excrement.
I mean, it's not, it's a byproduct.
Right. So we're comparing
comes-
stuff that comes out of us, which is excrement.
Yeah. Well,
what they-
or my sweat or my tears or anything
But
like
it'd
that.
be more like
you know?
your fingernails, wouldn't it? It'd be more like creating like super nano hard fingernails, like fucking Wolverine.
Oh, you just blew my mind.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, or like Superman's hair, where he has to
Superman's hair.
where he has to cut it with his own heat vision.
But that's just a series of mirrors. It's very difficult.
It's not easy.
No.
I'll tell you that much. That's not easy.
No, not easy.
That's why he kept it long
They
for a
never
while.
go into that. That actually would be better than the Zack Snyder movie.
because the more you go into something like that, they used to go into stuff like that, and the more you go into it, the dumber Superman is. It's better
Yeah.
just not to ask. Better not
Barbershop
to,
of Steel.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, the things we eat, our diet, the things we ingest, change the makeup of our bodies, and you can definitely see in somebody's saliva or sweat. You can see trace elements of things that we eat.
Mm-hmm.
What if I just ate a block of carbon nanotubes?
I think you should.
I think. Here's the thing with this that is kind of frustrating to me, because you would think, okay, great, carbon nanotubes. And
Yeah.
now we have the strongest material on Earth, and we can make whatever we want out of it, and we have an unlimited supply of it.
We just have a factory of nanotube-infused spiders making the strongest material known to man. Let's make clothing out of it.
Sure.
Let's make armor for our tanks out of it. Let's make cars. Why not make cars out of it?
Well,
super strong spider cars.
Why not? I'll tell you why. Because we can't reliably harvest spider silk. And and the reason this pisses me off so much is for the last 20 years, I have been reading studies and papers and all of these like news articles about genetically modified spiders that have webs that are stronger than steel, and messing with all this like stuff so spider webs become even stronger so we can use them for even crazier things. And nobody fucking thought to mention that we can't harvest spider silk and turn it into anything on a large scale. We just keep giving spiders more and more power without any way to take it from them or make use of it.
That seems like a backwards approach to me.
That's a super backwards approach. Step 1, figure out how to harvest spider silk and make things out of it.
Yeah.
Step 2, make it stronger and more useful.
That's like, hey, I figured out how to make the most delicious fruit. It is so it nourishes your body. Mm-hmm. It's good for you. It's low calorie. It's the perfect food, and it tastes like ice cream.
I love it.
Incredible.
That's great.
Yeah, I got a whole field of it out back. It's incredible.
Amazing. I'm going to go eat it.
Well, you can't eat it.
Why?
We have no idea how to pick it off the tree.
It's just on a tree. We can just pick it, right?
You'd think.
You go like maybe with a ladder if the tree is
I'd like to
tall.
see you try. Okay. Everything we've thrown at that thing, we can't get them damn things off there. You can crawl up the tree and chew on it.
Yeah.
It tastes amazing.
Yeah.
We know that it's delicious because we've crawled up and we've just gnawed on it a little bit.
Seems like a really hard way to get this fruit, though.
Yeah. No, it is. It's very inconvenient.
Huh.
We have no idea. We can't even cut the trees down. It's terrible.
This actually seems like a really bad idea to invest your time into.
We spent $38 billion on this idea.
Wow.
And we have an entire field of these amazing trees with incredible fruits.
You could have bought 8 AOLs for that money.
Still better than
it's still more useful.
Yeah,
it's still more useful if you were going to do
Yeah.
something with your money. I'm glad that you did what you did. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of, I guess, we've talked about this before. If I was a research scientist, I'd be in there doing all kinds of crazy shit just because I could.
Right.
I don't care about practical applications.
Right.
I want to know if I can make a spider weave steel and carbon nanotubes. Why? I don't know. Because it's better than what you do for a living.
Yeah,
Like,
it is way better,
yeah.
and it's more interesting. And you know what? Maybe I'll just spray this entire cage of spiders with nano water.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Because it's cooler than being a fucking accountant, Barry.
Hey, man, I'm just wanted to give you your tax forms. I spent a lot of time on these.
That's great, Barry. You did a great job. You're doing
Thanks.
great things with your life.
I got you some new deductions that you didn't even realize.
Awesome. Oh my gosh, it seems like you saved me a couple $100. Hey, Barry,
Yep.
You want to see what I'm doing? I'm giving moles night vision and lasers.
Huh. Moles.
Yeah, they
to
already
what
kind of
end?
had night vision.
Yeah.
But now they have lasers and better night vision.
And to what end is that? What do you plan to do with that?
Get paid every 2 weeks.
Right, exactly. Which you should definitely forward the stubs to me because I need to put that into all the paperwork.
I'm sorry, I created a squirrel that is also a paper shredder. And now I have no documents left. Go, buddy! You're my greatest creation!
Shreddy the squirrel.
Shreddy the squirrel. Don't they already chew through paper? Yes. Don't moles already kind of see in the dark? Yeah. What are you doing with your life? Whatever the fuck I want. You know what I don't do? I don't manage the Denny's.
That's right.
That's what you do, Steve.
Hey, you come in here and you order the moons over my hammy every time, and you got to yell at me the same way, and you got to bring Shreddy in here, whose real name, let's be honest, is Shredward.
He says only his mom calls him Shredward. But that's what I like. It's just, we'll study these metamaterials. Why? Because I went to school to study metamaterials because I find them interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
there's a theoretical. I mean, if we get to the point where we can harvest these things efficiently, then it's good that we've put all this work in, right? Like,
but you never read about the scientist who's working on harvesting spider silk efficiently. There's
because
no
he
studies.
dies from spider bites. Every guy that gets into that field,
He has the world's tiniest tweezers.
he just squeezes
He
them.
just squeezes their abdomens. just like, come on, buddy.
Come on. Start spinning it.
He has the world's tiniest loom, and he's just trying to weave a fabric out of it. And nobody respects him.
Nobody gives him a grant.
Because they're like, you're wasting your life. Why? Somebody needs to do it. Sure, somebody needs to do it.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean it's sexy. That doesn't mean it makes headlines. It doesn't mean we want to do it. We don't even want to think about it.
No, we do not want to think about it. We just want to make sure that it's the coolest thing and gives us a great headline.
Totally.
Yeah,
and it is a great headline. And I do want these spiders, these super spiders.
I want clothing made out of super spider silk.
Yeah.
I think that would be amazing.
Here's the thing. Can I get real with this?
Yeah.
We're always talking, like every time this super spider silk comes up, everybody's like, wait until we have clothes and materials made out of that. Do you know how fucking corny everybody looks in silk? Do you remember you look like a fucking 90s white R&B group.
Rayon shirt. Everybody's in rayon shirts.
That's what it looks like. It looks like you're wearing hammer pants and some like multicolored silk shirt to a Color Me Bad concert or something.
Everybody's in jumpsuits and like silk pajamas. That's
awful.
Future clothes, dude. We're all in silk pajamas.
No.
Everybody's fucking
You look like Andy Samberg and Justin Timberlake in the Dick in a Box video.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, what's his name?
But nobody can shoot you. You're bulletproof, which is great.
That's the thing!
Because everybody's going to want to shoot you because you look stupid.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Nobody looks cool in silk.
Well, what's his name from Playboy? The guy who started Playboy.
Oh, Hef?
Yeah, Hugh Hefner.
Like a bulletproof Hugh Hefner?
You're bulletproof Hugh Hefner.
Hugh Hefner's robe is like his version of the Pope Mobile with the bulletproof glass.
Yeah.
He's got his bulletproof robe.
I think that's awesome. And then we have some sort of science in his pipe as well.
Science pipe? Just put some science in his pipe.
Yeah.
Put that science in your pipe and smoke it, Hugh Hefner.
That's your one.
Whoa.
That's your one, Anthony
luckily it came
Carboni.
at the end of the episode. Speaking of dad jokes, I can't believe I told one.
You did, and that's why you should buy a shirt to prove that you are, in fact, on
silky
team.
shirt.
Our shirts are actually made out of 100% pure super spider silk.
That's not true. We do have t-shirts. That is true.
Okay, it's not 100% pure, but it's mostly super spider silk. You can get shot in like 90% of the shirt. We just don't know where that 10% is.
Could be anywhere.
It could be.
You play the game, you take your chances. No, we do have two shirts. If you go to wehaveconcerns.com/shop, one says no dad jokes, one says team dad jokes.
That's the one you should get.
You should get the no dad jokes shirt for sure, because we need to let people know how the world works.
I'm pretty sure you want to promote the fact that dad jokes are fun. Even Anthony Carboni tells them, guys.
Only on accident, and he only hates himself afterwards. And that's why wearing a shirt that's a reminder of good taste that says no dad jokes is important for you and your peer group. Anybody that's within your line of vision, you're going to remind them to be a better person. Wehaveconcerns.com/shop. Buy the no dad joke shirt.
Or team dad jokes.
It's unbelievable.